Hi everyone. Today we were discussing the concept of causes for rapid growth of population. What we have discussed yesterday, we have discussed one of the reason for causes of rapid growth of population. What is that? Do you remember? Decline in death rates. Decline in death rates. So if the death rate is low and if the birth rate is high, so automatically the population will increase. Yes or no? The inflow is rapidly increasing and the outflow is rapidly it is decreasing day by day. That's why there is a this is considered as rapid growth of population. And one more thing we have to know, due to the decline in death rates, okay, due to decline in death rates, there is an increase in population. So indirectly and directly, now this point will discuss now. Directly this helps to rapid growth of population, indirectly, and this is rapid growth of population. You can see here direct factors. Here rapid reasons for rapid growth of population is divided into two factors, Nana. One is social factors, other one is economic factors. So first we'll go with economic factors, then we'll go to social factors, Nana. What are the economic factors? Economic factors are the factors which would affect on a business or a investment value. All the factors that would affect on business are economic factors. So what are the factors that would affect on a business? For suppose labor rates, government policies, and interest rates. Yes or no? All these would have impact on business. Or how would be the impact on the business with all these factors? Sir, if labor rate is high, so that would affect on a business, obviously. Yes or no? So all the money and the business will go for labor only. And if the government policies are changed, for suppose the tax rates are increased, so that would affect on a business. Yes or no? The interest rate is increasing, so that would affect on the business. How? If the businessman is borrowed, they will have burden of paying interest. These are the factors that would affect on the business. Okay. And next one, there are impact on population growth. Impact on population growth and economic factors. Now we'll discuss economic factors. So here economic factors would impact on business. So if employment rates are more, that would impact on growth of population. And if what is that, education levels are increased, that would impact on the population. And if education is more, people will come to know small families, the benefits of small family. So that would also impact on the rapid growth of population. And if they are well educated, they might be knowing all the benefits of a small family, and that would impact on rapid growth of population. Next one, we'll discuss economic factors that would impact on rapid growth of population. First one, predominance of agriculture. Predominance of agriculture. Predominance of agriculture. In rural villages, the people mindset is, if they have more children, they treat them as a labor, and they think that the children will come with them to their farms and they will work for them. Okay, so the main reason is that, and that's why earlier days they used to have more children, more labor. There is a mindset like that in people of India, so they used to have more people, so that is one predominance of agriculture. And if these all people are shifting to cities or towns by getting employment, their mindset would be changed. And one more thing, in cities like Hyderabad and Bangalore, bringing up many children, more than 2 or 3, it's a tough task for the parents as well. That's why, and by education level is increase, if education level of the people is increasing, people will come to know the benefits of the small family, and they will have only 1 or 2 child. That would impact on the population growth. And if there is education levels are low, and if the people in a country are not aware of the benefits of small families, they will have more children, and that would impact on rapid growth of population. So already we have discussed second topic also, that is slow urbanization. So, in the people living in India, they feel for them cities are so unattractive. They don't, the people in villages, they don't like to live in cities. So, if the people are in villages, if shifted to cities, they will come to know and they will have some knowledge. Okay, so the people living in villages, they don't have much knowledge regarding small families, and they will have, and this is also one impact of rapid growth of population. Next concept, next point, next factor is poverty. So poverty, sir, poverty, if there is poverty, how it would affect on the rapid growth of population? You will have one doubt. So here I will explain it. In earlier days, there is no old age pensions like that. Okay, there is no old age pension, and they don't have any government facilities for the old people. So people used to think that they will have, if they have more children, and they will be helpful to them in their old age, and they think that their children will look after them. And these are these few reasons, economic factors which affect the rapid growth of population, and these are the economic factors which have impact on the rapid growth of population. First one, predominance of agriculture. Second one, slow urbanization, and third one, poverty. Okay, next one we'll discuss social factors. There are many social factors, Nana. What are the social factors? So our social life means our family background, our religious beliefs, our regional beliefs will also affect on will have impact on rapid growth of population. And in that, first one, universality of marriage. So universality of marriage means, especially in women has to marry, women has to get married for 100%. That is a social necessity, and it is a compulsion that a woman must marry. So if every woman is marrying, and every family, they will have few children. So this is one of the social reason for rapid increase in the population. What is that first point, Nana? First point, marriage, universality of marriage. I am writing it as marriage. Next point, we are going to discuss early age of marriage. So now it is better. In earlier years, people used to marry at the age of 13, 14 like that. Now they brought it to 18. The minimum age to get married in India is 18. And one more thing, now the government is thinking that they have to shift it to 21, but it is not done, and minimum age for getting marriage is 18. So if people are getting at the age of 18, or 18, no? So there is a long reproductive age, 18 to 40, 45, like that. So there is much chances of getting more children. So this is also a reason for rapid growth of population. So what is the second point, Nana? Early marriage, compulsory marriage, and first one is marriage is compulsory. Marriage is a social necessity, especially in women. And next one, early marriage is the second factor. And third factor is religious and social beliefs. Religious and social beliefs means, now you might be knowing. So if father is expired, so who has to take care of all the funeral activities? Should be done by his son only, and no one has to do. No, the girl have no chances of doing, and so only boy has to take care of funeral facilities. So till that family getting a boy, they will going on having children. Until and unless they get a boy, they will go for having children. So that is also one reason for rapid growth of population. What is that point, Nana? We'll write it down so that you can also note it. Religious and social beliefs. So religious and social beliefs. So next point, now already we have done with 3 points. Next point is joint family system. So joint family system, here all the people in the family will work, and there is no individual income for anyone, and they pool all their resources, and they pool all their money irrespective of individual income, and all this expenditure in the family and all the expenditure for all the children in that family is put by, and Karta will take care of all the expenses. So here parents don't have any impact. So parents don't have any burden of having more children. So why? Because all the expenses will be borne by Karta only. Sir, who is this Karta? So the Karta is the elder male member in a family, or HUF, or big one, the elder male person. He will take care. Tata will put all the expenditure on their children of their family. So parents doesn't have any impact of having more children. So they don't have burden of children in paying the school fees and all of that. They don't have any problem in bringing up their children. Why? Because all the expenses will borne by joint family only. So that is also one reason. What is that? Joint family system. Joint family system. You write it completely. What is that? Joint family system. And next point is lack of education. So the people uneducated. The uneducated people, they don't know the benefits of small families. So, and they also think poor people, what poor people will think, and if they have children, they will after getting some age, they will come for work with them. And one more thing, they will work, children are considered as labor for them. So that is for being poor, the mindset of the poor and the lack of education, they don't know the benefits. So they will have children without thinking anything. So that is one of the concept. We'll note it down. What is that? Lack of education. Fifth point. Lack of education. So now we'll go for sixth point. What is the sixth point? Sixth point is social security. Social security means the people has a mindset. So the people has to get a lack of social security. So that is lack of social security is the next point. And in earlier days there is no security for any people here, so they used to have more children. So there would be a big family in their village and no one will touch them. So by seeing their family strength, in earlier days people used to have some security only based on their number of family members. So people used to have more children and they would increase the family members, and they feel the big number in a family as a security. So that is also a reason for rapid growth of population. What is that? Lack of security, lack of social security. Next point, seventh point is illiteracy. Illiteracy and ignorance. Illiteracy and ignorance. So illiteracy means the people, uneducated people. So illiterate means they don't know how to read and write, they are illiterates. And ignorance means they don't know, they don't have any awareness, regarding the family planning. They are not aware of joint small benefits of small family, and there are many factors, illiteracy and ignorance. So illiteracy means the people don't know how to read and how to write, and if the people don't know, uneducated, they don't know the benefits of a small family system, and they don't know, they are not at all aware of the family planning also. So this is also one of the reason for rapid growth of population. And the eighth point is limited use of family planning methods. Limited use of family planning. So this family planning means the family planning in cities. This family planning is restricted only in cities. The people in cities, the people living in cities and towns are only aware of these family planning methods, and this is completely restricted to only the cities. And the people of the villages, they are not at all aware of family planning, and they are not at all, they don't have any knowledge on the family planning. And this is the rural area, they don't have any knowledge. So this is also a reason for rapid growth of population. This is also a rapid growth of population. So we have done with the concept now. So see, what are the causes for rapid growth of population? Now we'll discuss in 2 minutes. We'll discuss all the concepts. The decline in death rates. Why? How this death rates? The decline in death rates. So the death rate is decreasing and birth rate is increasing. So this is the reason. So the inflow is more and outflow is very less. Automatically the population in India is increasing. So that is one of the reason for increase on population. Why? Because the birth rate is high and death rate is low. The inflow is high and outflow is less. Okay, inflow means the number of births are more, and the outflow means the death rate is the number of deaths are less. So that is one indirect factor for rapid growth of population, and these are the factors directly affecting economic factors and social factors. Today only we have done, and we have done with the economic factors. What are the economic factors, Nana? What are the economic factors? So poverty, we have economic fact we have already done with economic factors and social factors. What are the social factors? What are the social factors? Marriage, early marriage, religious and social beliefs, joint family system, and lack of education, lack of social security, illiteracy and ignorance, and limited use of family planning. So here there are 3 more points, Nana. And what is this? What is these 3 points? These are economic factors. Economic factors are 3 points. Economic factors, we have 3 factors. Now what are the economic factors? Economic factors, the factors that would have impact on the business. Okay, what would impact on the business? That just like labor rates, interest rates, and policies given by government. Okay, all these would affect on the business, and education level of the people, and economic, all these factors would impact on the rapid growth of, or the reasons for the rapid growth of population. We'll see 3 more points here. Predominance of agriculture. So if the more people are depending on agriculture, the mindset of the people is, if they have more children, they feel the children as labor. So we can use the children in their farming. And next point is slow urbanization. So people in villages, they don't want to go to the cities, and the people in villages think cities are so unattractive for the people of villages. So if the people go to urban area, that means cities, they will come to know, they will have good knowledge regarding the small family system, and they will have family planning. So here, not like that, the people in villages want to live in villages only, and they will not have any awareness. So that is also one reason. And poverty means, in earlier days there is no old age pensions like that. So the poor people will think that having more children will have some strength, and their children will work, and they will look after these poor children. Okay, poor people. So all these are causes for rapid growth of population. So you have to by heart. So I can't help you anything. This is a complete concept of causes for rapid growth of development. So we have discussed each and every point here, and you have to by heart all these side headings. If you can by heart these side headings, you can write marriage. What is a marriage? In India, that is, a marriage is social necessity, and for especially for women, marriage is compulsory in India. So that is early marriage. So if anyone is married early, the reproductive age is very high, 8 into 45. There is much scope for increase in population. So if you can by heart all these side headings, you can write, you can explain all these headings. First you have to at least by heart the side headings, and already we are done with this. What is that? Listen. So you can write the concept of side heading by hearting these concepts, Nana. So we'll go shift to next topic. So, and one more thing, in the last class, there is a small correction, Nana. Capital formation, we have discussed regarding the capital formation and ICOR. So the abbreviation of ICOR is incremental capital output ratio. So this is a rectification, this is a correction in my class. Okay, hope note it down. And next question. So now already we have discussed reasons for rapid growth of population. Now we are going to discuss how to control the population. So now we are going to discuss how to control this rapid growth of population. Now we know what are the factors are affecting the reasons for rapid growth of population. Now we are going to discuss how we can control the rapid growth of population. That is question measures to, what are the measures that one should take, that one means country should take measures to control population explosion. So got it? So this is our concept today. So we have to learn complete concept, complete answer today. So what is the reason, Anna? There are population explosion. Population explosion is there, and now we have to know how this population explosion can be controlled. So we'll see what measures the government has to take, and with so government has to take 3 types of measures, Nana. 3 types of measures. First one, economic measures. Second one, social measures. Third one, others. So first we'll discuss economic measures. In that, first one is more employment opportunity. So that first one is more employment opportunity. So more employment opportunity. So here if the people in the country are getting employment, they will shift to towns or the cities, and they will have a good awareness regarding the family planning, and the people, if the people are working in the cities for any job, they can get a they will have what is that, they don't it's a tough task for the people living in cities having more than 2 children, and bringing up 2 or more children in the cities, it's a very tough task in the cities like Hyderabad, Bangalore. So, and these people will know the benefits of small family system. So if more employment opportunities are given, it's a one of the factor for controlling or decreasing the population. And next one, increase in expansion of agriculture, and industrial sector. Expansion of agriculture and industrial sectors. So if agriculture sector is increased, the people will have good money with them, and their children will go to school, and they will have good enough money for spending, and automatically if good crops, and if all the crops are in the hands of the people of the country, and automatically industries will be developed. Now if good cotton crop is there, cotton industry will develop. Yes or no? So rice mills and many other spices and all these, automatically the main industries depends on, if more sugarcane is there, sugar industry. So like this, in the completely the industrial sector depends on agriculture sector. If agriculture, if there is expansion in agriculture, automatically there will be improvement in the industrial sector. If these two are increasing, the people will have good employment, the life standards of the people will increase, the people knowledge will increase, the people will be educated, and if the people are educated, they will come to know the benefits of small family systems. So this is also a reason for what is that? It's a measure to control the population explosion. Next one, urbanization. Next one, urbanization. Next one, urbanization. So urbanization means the people from rural area shifting to cities. This is urbanization, simple concept. In generally I am talking, the people, the cities, the people living in the cities is increasing. So in the coming years, so many people, the most of the people will live in cities only. So even now, compared to many years back, at least all the sons and daughters of every people in rural area are living in cities only. So in the coming years, the number of people living in cities will be raised. So if the number of people living in cities is raised, they will have only one child or two children, not more than that. I have already discussed, it's a very tough task for having more children in the cities. Why? Because the rents, paying rents is a big deal for the people living in cities, and paying educational expenses and all other expenses were very high. Okay, next one, removal of poverty. Removal of poverty. So removal of poverty. So if the population, the poverty in population, the poverty is decreasing, automatically the population explosion will also decrease. Why? Because the poor people will see, many poor people only will have more population. Why? Because they will have some insecurity feeling. If they have more children, they can take them to what is that? They will take them to labor. They will take them to work, and they can, so that they can earn money. Here, if there is no poverty, there is no such kind of things will happen. Okay, they will have only one or two children. So this is also one measure. And the next one, standard of living. So standard of living is increased. So standard of living, if standard of living is increased, so same points we are from the top first class we are discussing always all the same points now. So this, next one, first you write these 5 factors. Note it down, don't have much time. Next one, spread of education. So did you note it down? So we'll see now social measures. What type of social measures has to be taken in a country to control the population explosion? See, spread of education. So the country has to take all the measures that all the population in the country, the most of the people in the country, the maximum people in the country has to be educated. If these people are educated, they will get a awareness regarding these factors. So if the education is the people educated in the country is increasing, automatically the population growth will also reduced. Next side heading in the social measures. Next one, women has to be educated. So status of women. So status of women. So in earlier days only men has given more importance. Now there is no such type of partiality between male and female now, but it was in earlier days that was. Now so status of women is almost equal to, or not almost, is equal to men these days. So now the both men and women are studying, both boys and girls are treated same nowadays. So there is no point, we need not explain this point also. And next point is, you have to increase the minimum age. Increase the minimum age for marriage. Increase minimum age of marriage. So increase the age. Why? Because now it's minimum age for marriage is 18 for girls. Okay, but the government is planning to increase to 21. So if you can increase this minimum age of marriage, there is a scope for decreasing in population. How, sir? So if the people are getting married at the age of 18 only, there is a high scope of having more children. Why? Because they can give a birth to a child from 18 to 45 like that. So if they are getting married late, so that is also one measure, that is increase of minimum age of marriage. So now they are planning to bring it to 21. And others late marriages. So late marriages, if the people are married late, they will have, there is a less scope of having more children. So that is one of the reason, one of the measure has to be taken. Now there is a that people are thinking, many people are thinking the people has to marry at the age of 30 only, so that they can have 1 or 2 child, not more than that. That is one of the measure for controlling the population explosion. Next one, family planning program. Family planning program. So by the government is completely focusing on family programming, family planning program. So there are many ads we can see in TVs, radios, and we are seeing many posters, many TV ads and radio ads and in newspaper, and there are many programs initiated by government to bring awareness of family planning. Okay, there is less awareness of family planning in a rural area, so that's why is trying to bring the awareness in the population of India regarding the concept of family planning. And government is also giving many incentives for the people who has taken family planning. So that is also why they are giving incentives. By giving incentives, they will encourage family planning. At least for the having incentives, the people will have small family and they don't go for more than 2 children. And one more thing, the government also has taken a measure, any person having more than 3 children, he can't be as a politician, he can't at least participate in elections. So that is also one of the measure to control the high population. So incentives, 1, 2, 3 incentives. These what incentive? No, the people going for family planning has given for incentive. This is second one and this is third one. The people going for family planning program are given incentives. Okay, so incentives, you must have clarity what is incentive. And next one, family planning centers. Family planning centers. So already government is bringing a lot of awareness on family planning. So if bringing awareness is not enough, no, the government has to provide some facilities also. So government is providing family planning centers, and the government is encouraging people to have family planning, and also they are doing lot of publicity, and they are giving what is that, incentives also, the people who are adopting family planning schemes. And last one is publicity. So now we can see the government is doing more publicity on the concept that if you have less children, you can have they have much benefits having less children. If there are more children, no, you can't afford food and shelter and educational facilities, so you can't go through, or you can't face, or you can't afford all the expenses for many children. If you have 1 or 2 children, you can easily pay all the expenditure regarding a student until and unless they were brought up. So that the publicity regarding family planning and the publicity regarding the small families are has increased nowadays. Okay, this is the complete concept of measures to control population explosion. So how you can take measures, Nana? What are the measures has to be taken? Okay, economic measures, social measures, and others. And first one is more employment opportunity. More employment, automatically more money, the standard of living will be increased, the knowledge level will also increase, so they will go for small family system. And next one, expansion of agriculture. More agriculture, if there is a expansion in agriculture, automatically there will be expansion in industrial sector. So if these two are increased, the employment levels also increase. If employment levels are increased, standard of living is increased, so automatically they will shift to cities, and they will have good knowledge regarding the small families, and they will have only 1 or 2 children. Urbanization means people want shifting rural areas to urban area. Rural means villages to cities. So this is also a measure. And next one, removal of poverty. If poverty is increased, the standard of living is increased. So standard of living is same concept. Next one, standard of living, same concept. And next one, social measures. So spread of education. So if everyone is educated, they will have awareness regarding benefits of small family, and the knowledge regarding the family planning system and all this. So this is also one measure. And next one, status of women. So women has also must be or must and should be treated like men, and has to be given enough facilities to the women also. Next one, increase in minimum age of marriage. So earlier it was 18, so already they fixed a age 18, now they are planning to increase to 21, and by this they can, this is a what is that obstacle, this is also a one way for having less growth rate of population, and other factors, late marriage, and if people are getting late marriage, will have, there is a much less scope as having more children, and this is also one concept. Next one, family planning programs and family planning, these are policies or schemes are introduced by the government to encourage the people to go for family planning, and they also giving, government is also giving more incentives for the people who opted or who are choosing to go for family planning. And one more thing, and government is also providing family planning centers and encouraging people to go for family planning centers. So by this and publicity, the government is doing a lot of publicity regarding family planning program, and they are increasing the awareness regarding the small family system. And by this taking all these type of measures, and there is a scope for, and there is a scope for, and there is a scope for controlling the population explosion. So by this we completed our class today. Hope you all understood, and you have to go through your textbook also. Listening to my class is not at all enough for you, and you have to go through one textbook once. By next Sunday we'll have one exam also on WhatsApp. Okay, bye.